Hello and welcome back to another video. Today here again on Forza Horizon 4 to test out another brand new vehicle. This week we have the 1990 Chevrolet Camaro, the iROC-Z, or iROC-Z if you're American. But yeah, iROC-Z this week. Obviously we had no car last week, but if you haven't seen the video 2 weeks ago taking a look at the new Corvette, do go and check that one out. And as always, I will be back same time next week to test out the Honda S800. But yes, the iROC-Z, a 1990 Camaro, probably the least desirable generation of Camaro, so I'm not really sure why they felt the need to add it. Apparently it's the third generation Camaro, which I again find a little bit confusing, because surely that's the first gen, then we've got second gen, third gen, fourth gen, so unless... Anyway, it is the third generation Camaro, produced between 1982 and 1992, so we've got quite a late one here, a 1990 car, with the biggest engine available, which was a 5.7 litre V8, which they somehow managed to only get 245 horsepower out of. Always amazes me how little horsepower American cars get out of their massive V8s, but anyway... Here it is, a Camaro that nobody really wants. Yeah. Obviously quite closely related to the Pontiac, I think was it the Trans Am? Let's have a quick flip through. It's essentially the same car as that we've already got. Yes, that. The 87 Trans Am. It's essentially the same car as that. But it's a Camaro iROC-Z. I mean, it sounds V80, but as we know, Forza isn't the best with that. I think what we'll do is Thatch Corner's just down here, so let's drive down this way and see immediately what upgrades and customization is available for this, because I think I saw it was in C-Class. Ooh, very, by 92 this must have looked very outdated. Very basic looking door handles. I like the little badge on the glove box there. But yeah, it's not terribly fast. I mean, yeah, it came out in the early 80s, it's not. But even by, well, this one didn't. This was a 1991 with a bigger engine. And for 1990, this is not... It doesn't feel fast. It's less than 300 horsepower when you've got nearly 6 litres. How? Right, anyway. As you can probably tell, it's a car I'm not terribly excited by. I'm sure this is a recycled car. We must have had this in a previous Forza at least once. Can't say I remember driving it in Horizon 3, but... I don't own many cars in there, so I could easily have missed it. Right, let's see what upgrades and customization are available, and then decide if we're going to use it for anything in particular. Drag racing? Circuit racing? I don't know. We'll see what, oh, we're getting invites from Blake, somebody. So yes, 512, nearly at the bottom of C-Class. What can we do? Alright, Forza Aero. Great. Forza Aero. Great. What can we do with this? Ooh. I like those vents. Those vents are cool. What can we do in terms of engine swap? Not that I'm probably going to. 6.2 litre V8. So we can put in an even bigger V8. And still only have 400 horsepower. Or we can put in an 8.4 litre V10. Is that a Viper engine of some sort? So we can obviously do the all-wheel drive conversion, which I probably won't do. Can supercharge it. That's probably a good way to whack some power into it. What do we get from that? Plus 40. Yeah, sure. That V10 engine is very tempting. Did I just put it in? I don't want to actually do that. We'll keep it with a V8. I might come back and do that and make a mad version. What else have we got? We'll do the old winter tyres, I guess. We're in winter. Again, I can't see why, unless they just want people to play in winter season. We didn't have a car last week in autumn. I'd much rather have had this in autumn and no car in winter. Ooh, that looks quite a lot better, doesn't it? With the tyres. I actually quite like the wheels on this. So we will leave those alone. We'll do the usual gearboxy bits. We're going to be into A class. I might try and get it to the top of A with standard engine, and then we'll come back and do an all-out build with the V10, because that's going to be rather fun. Look how low that sits. It's ridiculous, and it's not even on stupid drift suspension. Leave that out. We'll chuck some weight out. I mean, it's not a heavy muscle car, but it's not a light vehicle, is it? Shall we just... I'm probably going to end up maxing out this engine anyway to get it to the top of A. But if we go just over, I'm not going to... Yeah, we might have gone a bit mad with that. Remember, this is still rear-wheel drive. This is going to be very interesting. Of course, before we go out of here, we do need to check the wonderful Forza community storefront to see what hideous designs are available. Although this car has only just come out, so I'm always amazed how quickly people have made designs for it. I mean, admittedly, they're not brilliant, but got some nice classic flames. Got sort of pink and purple flames with... I'm gonna try that for now. Just because it's a bit different and a bit crazy. And we might go with the slightly nicer flames when we come back and fit the V10 later. Right. What does this look like? Is the livery okay? I mean, it's not quite been lined up side to front, but it's not bad. Well, I mean, it's horrible, but I've just noticed the chrome wing mirrors as well. Oh, what have I done? Oh, and look, the top, he's just left the pink colour. He's tried to put a fade on the side, and then he's just gone, oh, I can't be bothered to put it on the roof. Also, I've just noticed the fade goes over the... Right. We'll fix that in a minute when we go back to put in a crazy engine, because I've got a feeling this isn't going to be... I mean, it's got some nice... Okay. I was going to say, it's got some quite nice wide tyres, so it might be okay, but it's doing this a lot. I mean, it's brilliant compared to how it was. Or it's not the most drivable thing in the world. Well, we conveniently find ourselves at the Bamber Coast Circuit. I'm not going to set up a race because it might break. I'm just going to whiz round here, do a lap. Then we'll head into Bamber Castle and fit the V10. Yeah, it's already a depth trap. I'm definitely making it all-wheel drive if I fit a V10, because this has not gone brilliantly well. Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? I mean, not that I particularly... I don't mind it not being brilliant, because, like I say, it's not a car I particularly particularly excited about. It's another generation of Camaro that was missing, so I guess good. Anyway, let's go with an even crazier build on this and see what it's like. Okay, so we now have a completely maxed out massive V10 in it. I was right, it is the Viper engine, I can tell because it has that slightly weird sound. But it's a maxed out V10 all-wheel drive twin turbo Camaro with 1,100 and something horsepowers, which is a bit mad. We've put some slightly nicer wheels on it, and a slightly better design, which is still... They just haven't bothered lining the front and the sides up properly, but... Oh yes, that's a lot better. Actually, let's not go that way, because we just went that way. Let's again do a lap of Bamber, because... why not? It's surprisingly good, given it's a mad V10 all-wheel drive car. Okay, there's a bit of understeer. But yeah, I couldn't really leave it rear-wheel drive with that much power, not unless I completely wanted to die. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Oh, go away, poor network conditions. It's only Forza that ever says that. Quite like this. It's a bit mad, the tune, well, I've just thrown performance parts on, I've not tuned it. Oh, it's a mad enough part. 200. Oh! Yeah, it suffers from quite a lot of understeer, but yeah, I'm not going to bother tuning it properly. I'm probably never going to drive it again. It's not a particularly interesting car, is it? We've got all the Camaros you actually want in this game already, so... Yeah, not sure quite why we needed this, but... a bit of fun to mess about with something new. And... unfortunately, this car, you do have to do 50% of the season to unlock, which is a bit unfortunate for the least interesting car we've been given. Last week, obviously, nothing, but in summer we could get the new Corvette by doing 1 championship, and next week we'll be able to get the Honda by doing 1 championship. So this is the hardest car to unlock in this series, and I'm not sure it's really worth it, especially as we've already got the Pontiac version anyway. But yeah, I kind of already knew I wouldn't be that bothered by this car before I started the video, so not that surprised. Yes, it's fun, yes, it's mad, yes, it's got more than 1,000 horsepower, but yeah, I'm not excited by it. But anyway, you can go and unlock it by doing 50% of the season. It doesn't actually take terribly long, but yeah, it's not like 1 championship like the others, which is a bit of a shame. But that probably is going to do it for a first look at the 1990 Chevrolet Camaro iROC-Z. And yeah, I'll be back same time next week to test out the Honda S800, which, yes, it was in Horizon 3, but I have to say I'm looking forward to that quite a lot more than this. And it'll be interesting to see if I prefer that to the Corvette C8 or not. But yeah, that is going to be all for this video, so thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.